Good evening. John again. I just played Immaculate Grid number 193. Spoiler alert, lost. Turns out I don't know very many people from the Pirates who've won 20 games. I was only able to come up with Doug Drabeck, didn't want to guess him. Couldn't remember John Smiley, even though he did it 1 year more recently. And guessed a pitcher who didn't even pitch for the Pirates. He pitched for the Milwaukee Braves. I should have known that. I did know that, but I thought he'd gone somewhere to the Pirates, but he actually went to the Cubs. In any event, I was wrong. But I get a bonus grid, and you guys have been reminding me that there is a bonus grid, so I'm gonna go play it. Start sharing now, and you guys can't see it, but it's blocked here. This is a low value production. All right, we're back. All right, I wonder how that's even gonna look, but in any event, what we got here, I guess it's brought to you by Fox. Fox is sponsoring an Immaculate Grid. We got the Twins, the Red Sox, and the Dodgers along the left-hand side there. And we're going to match them up with All-Star, Hall of Fame, and Cy Young. Um, okay. We can do this. We're here. I'm going to go... Actually, do I have the ability to go... No, I don't. I wanted to see if I could go all Brewers, but I don't think there's anyone in the Hall of Fame who played for the Brewers and the Red Sox. Raleigh Fingers was traded to the Red Sox. I could almost do it because Raleigh Fingers was traded to the Red Sox. Now I wasn't gonna be able to do it because Cy Young. There's any number of reasons I wasn't gonna be able to do this. So, all right, I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna go with let's go Heine. I've used him before. He's usually pretty reliable for low score. 0.1, pretty good. And of course, I'm gonna go with Al Simmons because he's a famous Boston Red Sox player. 0.03, nice. And let's see, for the Dodgers, what do we think of Paul Wainer? He's come up before in the 3,000 hit category with the Dodgers, but not played by me because I wasn't able to remember it, but he should work. All right, so pretty good start with that. Twins also, this just came up in the last week, I think. I'm gonna go with Ron Coomer again. Because why not? 0.7. For Cy Young and Twins, the best option there, I think this has come up at least twice, and the best option is Jim Perry. The other options are Johan Santana, who seems to me last time I played this, it was like Santana had 88%, Frank Viola takes about 10, and Jim Perry takes about 2. So let's see if that holds true for this grid. Nope, Jim Perry's itching up there. Inching up there. Itching doesn't really make sense in that context. Let's see. Boston and the Cy Young Award. Okay, so you got Clemens and Martinez. And then Porcello. That's 3. Huh, that's all I'm coming up with. Mark Loretta works, though. I'm going to go him. I know he was an all-star with the Red Sox. That's a nice low score. Yeah, as far as all-star with the Dodgers, ooh, I got a good one. Uh, I've used this one before, but it's if you're tuning in for the first time, it's not gonna be a repeat. I'm gonna use Jeff Shaw because he was basically, I think there was 98 All-Star game. That was the one in Colorado, I think. Um, and he was elected based on what he'd been doing for the Reds, or not elected. I guess he was selected by the manager, right? But he was selected, but he was traded before the game, so he shows up wearing a Dodgers jersey, which was a little bit surreal. I guess it wasn't that crazy, but go with him. He goes sub 1, so I'm doing pretty well so far. For Dodgers Cy Young Award, I think this just came up recently. I mean, you've got Kershaw, Hershiser, Gagne, Eric Gagne, Don Drysdale, Sandy Koufax. Fernando Valenzuela, and then the original Cy Young winner himself, Don Newcomb, and that's who I'm going to go with. Won the very first Cy Young award. Takes 2%. Um, I've just got three guys for Boston so far. I want to say there's someone in the 60s who I'm not remembering though. So I don't think it's just Clemens and Martinez. Um, Derek Lowe finished like second or third one year. Josh Beckett finished second in 2007. That second World Series championship for the Red Sox. I think Lester was a top five guy a couple times with the Red Sox. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just you have to go to Rick Rick Porcello. He's the most recent, but of the three that I can remember, and I think there's at least one more prior to 1970 or so. Of the ones I can think of, yeah, of the ones I can think of, I'm gonna go with Porcello. But he's not the best pick. I'm very sure of it. Yeah, there was one more. Jim Lonborg. Was he a Brewer? Yeah, he was a Brewer for one season. Had a pretty good year. Okay. So wait, could I have gone with if I gone with Lom? Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna get it because those are the only three Cy Young winners for the Twins. Um, okay. Well, let's see. The average, okay, so Rarity score of 29, 27, sorry, 27. And most people have been pretty successful. This has been the toughest one. But, you know, 81% of those people have gone Johan Santana. So is that interesting? Johan Santana's percentage, it has gone down. It's gone down by about 7%. Perry's at 4, which means Viola's at about 15. Martinez at 45. Porcello's at 20. That puts Clemens at some number in between those. Um, Figure probably about 30-ish% for Clemens, and then another 5 from Mr. Lomberg there, maybe a little less. Maybe a little bit more for Clemens, like 33 and 1 or 2. Okay. All right, fun game. Got the bonus grid, made up for my abysmal performance in the in grid number 193. I think that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in, and you have a great night. If you're watching the Braves and Phillies, should be a fun game. I'll be watching. So have a good night. Peace.